There is a critical shortage of life-saving drugs in this country. This week, 5 drugs were added to a list of more than 200 reported to be in short supply. Now it turns out some companies are hoarding these drugs to drive the price up. Investigative correspondent Armin Katayan got to the bottom of it.
39-year-old Sarah Danielson was diagnosed with a rare form of appendix cancer in March.
The tumors inside me are growing if I don't stop them.
To shrink the tumors, Sarah has endured 11 painful sessions of chemotherapy. For one of those treatments, she went without the crucial drug, fluorouracil. Her hospital had simply run out.
I don't have time to take a break and let them keep growing and then try and fight them back later. I've got to get them now.
The record drug shortage has opened the door for so-called gray market companies that exploit the short supply. They buy up drugs for everything from cancer to infections, stockpile them, then sell them to hospitals at massive markups. According to this recent report, on average, 650%.
I think they are completely unscrupulous.
Dr. James Spire heads the NYU Cancer Center, where gray market vendors who tried to sell fluorouracil at more than 20 times the normal price were turned away.
They're not reliable. We don't know who they are all the time. We don't have the same guarantees about their source and the product.
Congressman Elijah Cummings has launched an investigation into drug shortage profiteering.
When you take a drug that is a life-saving type drug and deprive a child or anybody else of that drug by hoarding it and jacking up the price as much as 5,000 times, as far as I'm concerned, that is criminal.
Here in Miami, a company called Allied Medical Supply sells the leukemia drug cytarabine. Congressman Cummings says Allied has taken a drug that typically sells for $12 a vial and offers it for nearly $1,000. Allied, with $5 million a year in revenue, makes up to 600% profit on some drugs it sells, according to this person with inside knowledge of the company, whose identity CBS News agreed to conceal.
They're out to make a profit, plain and simple, not for the interests of the public, the consumer, the patient, the hospital, strictly to make a profit at any cost.
You say Allied would target drugs in short supply. How would they know what was in short supply?
They would could go to the FDA shortage site and look up the medications. You have a list of hospitals. You would call the hospital, see what they need, and push that certain medication.
Allied declined to be interviewed, but in a statement said it responds to daily requests from our hospital customers for medicines they need immediately for their patients. Published surveys highlighted in the media grossly misrepresent Allied's business model and practices. Meanwhile, Sarah Danielson continues her fight and awaits surgery. Today, her hospital has just a 3-week supply of fluorouracil in stock.
You don't know where the supply is coming from next. It's terrifying.
The 5 companies Congressman Cummings requested information from are now cooperating. And CBS News has learned, Scott, the FBI is looking into the gray market as well.
Armin, thank you very much.